Tumbleweeda time, plant identification, plant and tree identification, and today it's going to be the Ginkgo biloba. I have to remember I'm looking over here because horizontally is better. It's easier to look this, no, it's worse to look this way, but the little determinators are on the other side. The buttons for the iPhone is on it. So this is a Ginkgo biloba tree identification. And this is how you determine Ginkgo biloba, which I like to call stinko biloba, because the females really stink bad, if that means anything. So I'm going to try to use my reverse clicker. Let's see if I can do that. So this is what a Ginkgo biloba tree looks like. It's also called a maidenhair tree. It's fanned. And if you look at it, it's pretty large, this tree. It grows up, up, up. Okay, and if you could see like the leaves, kind of like the legs of the little branches and the arms of the tree. The arms of the tree kind of hang out like they're wearing like a chiffon little dress and down. And most of New York City on the streets have either Ginkgo biloba, which I call stinko biloba, or pear. And then there's a lot of sycamore too. Next thing I'm gonna do, because we're here real quick, is we're gonna look at a catalpa tree. Now, I don't really like catalpa trees at all, because to me, they're kind of ugly, but whatever. That's just me. And this is what a catalpa tree looks like. It's got big leaves, which I'm not too fond of. Big leaves, and they have these long pods that some of them stay all winter. Let's see if there's long pods on this one. I don't think there's long pods on this one. I'm sorry to use that as an example, because usually you see these long, like foot-long pods that are very skinny hanging down, and they kind of retain them all winter long. So that's the catalpa, and let me do a switcheroo for you here so you can see what this tree looks like. This is very young, this catalpa. It probably is like, I don't know how old, probably less than 10 years at least. So that's what we have. Let me see, do another switcheroo of the catalpa. Not too into catalpa at all, but I can easily recognize it by its big, not even heart-shaped leaves. Let's see if I can, they're growing in like, let's see, where is this? I gotta watch. This is like under the leaf here. It's just growing out like that. So that's catalpa. It's Tumbleweeda again in my mask. And right now, I'm going to identify the common linden tree, which I believe is common linden. And this is how you identify it. Ready? I'll show you. Maybe I'll do a switcheroo, but maybe I don't have to. See that right there? That's a little, we call it a bract. I'm gonna do switcheroo. Okay, so these leaves are oval and serrated like this, but this is another leaf, and attached to that other leaf is some flowers, and it like grows underneath and attached to that. See that? It's like a long leaf that's attached with the flowers. And I saw this, I saw this earlier, and that area is usually like really tiny. That long leaf is tiny, but you can still tell that the flowers are attached to it, so it's kind of cool. That's it, the common linden. It's a pretty bushy, fuzzy tree, as you can see. See, it's bushy and fuzzy. The bark is kind of like not remarkable, as they would say, but this is the common linden. Maybe I'll go into the sun and get a lower leaf with a lower example so you could see the common linden. Okay, so this is like wilty, but that's the leaf, and then underneath there's this long leaf with, I can't see very well and do this long leaf with the flowers attached to that leaf. How cool is that? Flowers attached to this leaf from under, like it's kind of like underneath hanging like that. Common linden. And there's other lindens that have silver backs, silver undersides of the leaves. And thanks, Harry. Yeah, I'm signing off because I got to keep these short, but that's the common linden, so thank you. To come full circle, I came across, Tumbleweeda came across a silver linden tree. See, I want to show you. These are the, what do they call them again? I just called it something. The little leaves with the flowers underneath, but look at the dark leaves, and underneath it's silver. See how white that is? That's why it's called a silver linden tree. Now these seem even more mature. Look how big that tree is. I'm not showing you very well, but that's the silver linden with the leaf underside like a lot lighter in color than the other, dark on one side, light on the other, still green. Yes, that's music to my face. Hey Vivian, thanks for chiming in. You like the berries? No berries yet. Do lindens have berries? Is that what you're saying? I don't know yet. So Vivian, my sister at Town Massage, who's also doing isolation project, check her out. You can Google it, I'm sure, at Town Massage. And what is this? The linden? Okay, here's the book. I suggest you guys get a book. See, that's the common linden I showed you before with the, what do they call them? Bracts. Those are the bracts. And then that's the silver linden. See how it's like dark on one side and then light on the other. That's why it's called silver. Tumbleweeda follow-up. I am now going to exit this park. I will identify this tree at some point. This one I know is an oak. Oak is easy. I cheat so much. I cheat so much because, yeah, this is an oak. I cheat. Cheating means I know the tree and it's easy. See this leaf? Where am I pointing? Here's a good leaf. That's oak. Red oak leaf, because it's red because the leaves are pointy. The edges are pointy instead of round. If it was round, if it was round, it would be white oak. Hey, yeah, Vivian put the link in there. And there's a lot more red oaks in this park than white oak. I think there was like one white oak I came across. So this is Tumbleweeda. I don't know if my summer hat is going to make the cut. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. I can't help it. One more Tumbleweeda and the Chinese fringe tree, because look at this thing. Look at that thing. It is totally in bloom. This is on below 72nd, just inside the park on the east side above the zoo. The Chinese fringe tree, and this thing is like a white puff snowball. So you have to come take a look. And I'm going to show you something. Where? Let me see. Can I get it from here? The Chinese fringe tree. How nice that looks. Look at those blooms. Those blooms are so cool. See them? Let's take a look at the leaf. The leaf looks like that. And the flowers are growing at the end of the leaves. The leaves end, and then the flowers at the tip of it start growing. So that's the Chinese fringe tree. And I wanted to show also that if you don't know what a tree is, sometimes, I'm going to try to extend this and flip this around, Central Park will add the name on a plaque on the tree or at the base of the tree. So let me see. Can you see this? Let's see. If I overextend this all the way, see, that's a plaque. Maybe I could zoom into the plaque at the same time as Oh yeah, look at that. I'm zooming into the plaque, and then I'm gonna go like this. I hope that's not blurry. So, that's the Chinese fringe tree. Well, let me see on this side. Yeah, it's too contrasty, but I'm gonna come out on this side now a bit. And there's a bunch of them all together here, all doing their white fringy thing. And I saw this like the other day, but it wasn't bursting, blooming now as it is now. Look how amazing that is. And look, I'm gonna turn around and you're gonna see this other little puff ball in the back. Look how puffy and white that one is. That one's younger than this one, so you see even more whiteness. It's a Chinese fringe tree. That's probably like, I don't know, 50, 60 feet tall. Can I go up? Should I go up again from this side? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go up again. Look how close, watch, you can get to it so close too. Ready? I'm right here. I should sniff this. No, not much of a smell. It's like a little scent. It's very, very delicate. The little flowers are very delicate, as well as the smell. It's great to sniff. It's a great thing to sniff. It's great to have sniffers to sniff. This is Tumbleweeda. Oh, look, this is even nicer on this side. So we're at a rock. There's like a gazebo up there, just to give you the location. See the gazebo and a rock? And let me see if I turn this around, you can see Central Park South from here. See that Central Park South with those awful, awful buildings that are so ridiculously tall and unnecessary, being built for years and years and years now. That's probably the construction is halted because it's not essential. People are like leaving the city now. So let me see this area over here. I'll give you Chinese fringe on the way. This is another bush. Let's see this bush over here. What is this bush? It almost looks like forsythia, but it's not, because forsythia would be yellow flowers. This is little pink white flowers. See them? I gotta look up this shrub because there's differences between, let's get the Chinese fringe in the back. There's differences between shrubs, trees that grow like shrubs and have been shrubbed, quote unquote shrubbed, and plants, and then flowers. So there's a lot to think about. Hey Ed. Thanks Nick, and I'll see you later. This is a Chinese fringe tree exploration. Look how nice that is back there. Look, that's a great picture. Come now to take pictures, photographers. It's great. See you later.